Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the SLR and CRR and other rates. So for the understanding this SLR CRR we need to understand first the basis point. So basis point is basically used in a finance as a measurement of percentage change in the rate. So in terms of basis points, that 0.01% is equal to 1 basis point. So if suppose there is a reduction of 25 basis point, so there is a decrease of 0.25%. The question arises here, why RBI changes interest rate. So to keep monetary stability, or to keep the inflation and deflation at a level rate, the RBI has to maintain some SLR and CRR, repo rate and reverse repo rate, so that to control and growth of an inflation of a company. CRR is basically an statutory requirement or provision given by the RBI under section 42(1). So every scheduled bank has to maintain an average balance with RBI, which shall not be less than 3% of demand and time liabilities. The impact of changes is, if the CRR is higher, bank has to keep more money with RBI and the cost of bank will be higher, and vice versa. So this is the impact of RBI and CRR rates. SLR is basically a bank has to maintain liquid assets by RBI is called statutory liquidity ratio. So SLR ensures the liquidity and solvency of bank, which is the fundamental for sound banking system. So every scheduled bank has to require maintaining liquid assets in a form of cash, gold and unencumbered approved securities, which should be the value 75% or demand and time liabilities of the bank. So basically right now the SLR rate is 18.75%. The impact of changes is SLR it restricts the bank lending capacity and helps in controlling the inflation by soaking liquidity from the market. Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends to commercial banks, typically against government securities. So this is a rate at which RBI provide money to the commercial banks, or the commercial banks takes loan or takes money from the RBI. So when the RBI raises repo rates, it becomes more expensive for the banks to borrow from the central bank or RBI. So when RBI raises the repo rate by 25 basis, for instance, it becomes cheaper for commercial banks to borrow money from RBI. So this is the way how RBI manage the repo rates. And the reverse repo rate is just an opposite of this repo rate. So when bank keeps their money with the RBI, so that is called the reverse repo rates. These are the rates chart as per the current situation. So the on May 2020 that repo rate is 4, reverse repo is 4, CRR 3, SLR 18. So this is slightly changed by the RBI time to time to manage the things. Thank you students.